haven't streamed yet today. We definitely haven't been here already. Hello, 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 hello. Hiya, hiya. Congrats on first, Logan. Congrats on second, Kid. Daily Bites, num num. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hi, hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Hello, YouTube. Yes, we're going to be playing a new game called Everyday Devil. It is not a category on Twitch, so it's not going to have a category, unfortunately. But I'm excited to really play it. I'm really excited to play it. What we can do first is we can watch a little the video, the trailer, and then we'll get right into it. But first I'm gonna stand up and stretch my legs and drink some water really fast. It's been a long day so far. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Let me know what you guys have eaten today. Had for drinkage, foodage, snackage. Grab a blanket, get cozy, and get ready for some of our regular gaming content here. We do all kinds of content here, but like, I think indie horror is definitely our main shtick here. We may have ads in a moment, so just be warned about that. Just be warned, they're about to start. You had eggs and toast? Hell yeah. I actually made rice earlier that I'm gonna go check on and put it to stay warm. I think I'm having eggs and rice for dinner. You should find something to eat. Yes, you should. You should. I'm glad you've had water though. Hydration is important. But I'm gonna run some ads and we will be right back. I'm gonna go set my rice to warm, stretch my legs, and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back from the ads. Let me get all comfy cozy here. And let's watch the trailer for this game. And I'm gonna read a little bit about it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so this game has themes of abuse, alcoholism, animal harm, blood and gore, violence, and flashing and eye strain. So please do be warned about all of those things. Do not watch if you have any issues with any of that. Here's what it says. It says, what's the devil to do in this day and age? Looking back at the past, I'm not sure if I learned anything. Was there something to in the first place? May you be my judge, jury, and executioner, dear player, as you venture through my mind and life, through my mistakes and plights. Welcome to my everyday. A short linear story game revolving around fragments of a random demon guy's life. The scattered pieces of memory are short and somewhat disjointed. It's mostly a lot of walking and talking. The style of it may be a little bit different between each vignette, depending on Cecil's feelings at the time. It's a strange world full of darkness, but it's just the everyday life for him. I hope you understand. Okay, let's see it. Have a great night, kid. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, that's all we got. Let's get to it. Memories upon memories upon memories. I think I might make it smaller for you. Here we go. Just closer. Good. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's all fine. WASD to move, spacebar to interact. X mouse Y to sometimes look. Escape to pause. Oh! It's me! I'm a little guy. Mine is just 3 specters. Past, constantly hiding and disappearing, living just behind the corner of my eyes, awaiting to be forgotten, barely graspable, useless if you achieve. The present, an eternal spirit born of the dead light of our eyes receive, always hunting and laughing at oneself. The future, invisible, never completely there, yet the body instinctively reacts to its chilling presence. Cold winds that stab the spine, climbing it till it reaches the hindhead and slowly eating it. Oh. Thanks for lurking! path forwards also look to be the path backwards. There's like no sound. Or it's quiet. Let me. Feel my every step and remember what that book warned me a long time ago. Am I walking towards something I should be running away from? Oh. The more I dream, the more reality distorts. A lightless tunnel that extends like a viper's insides. I like that use of pixels right there. That's really cool. It's a really, really cool effect. I love how they did that. Especially in a 3D world. That's really neat. Oh my god, I love that. Hmm. What to do? Is there a door to go in? Interesting how there's no music. It almost makes it more ominous. What am I supposed to do? I guess I'll just try going straight. Oh, okay. A mansion. The furniture smells of wine, and the wine smells of burnt wood. Extinguished fires. Look at the cute art. Oh my god. Flowers. Kitty! Hello, kitty. Oh. I really love the art. The color scheme is comparable to ripe blackberries, and the red moonlight feels as potent as the summer sun. Oh, oh hello. Huh. Why am I here again? Why? I can't be here, not again. Oh. Oh. One eye, two eyes, three eyes, your million eyes, locked doors, entrances to your dark flesh. What do they hide? What do they inspect about me? I really love their use of pixels for light. The little bird guys. Hello. Cute. Little burbs. Little guy. Path forwards also looks to be the path backwards. Oh, heart candy. Berry cake heart candy. Can't believe one of my exes is on a snack package. What's next? Nilly endorsed aloe and wheatgrass and intestines patties? Look, man, you gonna buy it or not? I'm gonna waste my time and yap about your failed love life? Not as if you have much else to do. It's your job to stand there anyways? Whatever happened to good customer service? I'm a part-time, not allowed to ring things up usually. But the register guy worked themselves to the limit and exploded. Guts and bits everywhere. Total pain to clean up. Now I'm stuck doing a bunch of stuff I'd rather not until they can ship some new employee in. You should also go full-time. Get that fun device installed on you. Become one with the corporate machine and work till you spontaneously combust. Hell no, man. And to your other point, I'm plenty busy with imagining your skull bashed in with a cinder block. Haha, I could slice through your neck with a tender human cutlet. Gotcha, 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 pun. That's 6505 runes for all that crap. Put it on my tab, or Orchid's tab, same thing. Hey, bronze, we don't do tabs. Tough luck, kiddo. Go take it up with your boss and see if they explode you into gore or not. Get lost. All these drinks I just bought? That's the plan. Tamagotchi. I love Tamagotchis. The Tama has hatched from the egg. Wow. Oh look, it's me. After having one too many, I found myself hazily wandering the abandoned alleyways of Hellbore Town. Its shadows gnawing at my ankles. I sure showed them. To hell with karma. I make my own karma. Wait, that's how it works, I guess. A hulking mass lurched forth from somewhere in the darkness, crawling forth from a filth and grime. Cecil, are you out here again? Knocked. Is that you? Knocked. I'm sorry. I don't deserve happiness. I don't deserve love. Nothing. Hey, it's alright. If we deserved life, then we deserve everything that comes with it, good or bad. I guess I'll just help you back to your apartment. Gotta be careful. I don't want you to hurt you accidentally. Oh. Wow, it's me. Just a drunk little demon guy. A notebook, a place for documenting my unfettered thoughts. The channel always has the best soap operas and TV static to drown my brain with. I once read kitchen knives were actually invented for murder, but non-demonic species saw how good they could cut through meat and thus began utilizing them as culinary tools. My sleeping mattress, although my implies I don't have to share it with the dust spiders and scrats. Ew. Only place in the world, which makes sense because I rule in it. My command. A light breeze flows through the heavy space. Full of convenience store junk. Candied hearts, fried intestines, blood wine, blah blah blah. Maybe I should actually buy real food for once? Nah, too much work to cook. An old family gift I just can't seem to throw away. It's a little kitty. Like more frightening than a closed door. Oh, I got you. Hovering in the middle of the tiny haven of darkness and trash was something emitting a soft, warm light and a chorus of distant, nostalgic laughter. The soft, round body and cutesy smile mocked me to my very core. How did you get in? What do you want? Greetings, good sir. You appear to be quite down on your luck. Shut the hell up. Have you considered inviting us angelic beings into your heart? We can restore the joy and whimsy that you have so longed for since you were but a teeny tiny devil. I am not going to get my soul eaten by the likes of you. I lash out and strangle the creature before me, the blood, guts, and bones splaying out between my grasp with an uncomfortable squelch. The ease in which its small body pulls apart makes me want to vomit. So that's your answer. Well, you should you change your mind, simply let your heart reach out to the celestial light. Be free of worry, be consumed. Perhaps it would be better use of your soul than this life. It leaves through the opening and drifts into the dark sky, becoming a foggy star and leaving only the soft scent of intoxicating honey. Yeah, what the hell? Damn it, I didn't close my window. What a tiring day. When I left home, I vowed to never suffer, to only enjoy and care about myself. Yet only hollow satisfaction has been constant in my life. Why, in choosing what's safest for me, I gotta resign to deeper and more profound sensations. A book once said life is nasty, brutish, and short. Is it correct? Is life too temperamental to only worry about yourself? Why is it that there are no joy without suffering? This dream again, my life, which others, me, call the library. Here, each tome is crafted by a ghost of a memory, flooding with the emotions shaped as words laid on a wrinkled paper. During my childhood, I was fascinated by creatures whose lives were more frail than mine. They lived their moments, finding meaning in their short time. Such had accumulated many perspectives and philosophies over the years on the nature of existence. They clamored and clawed for respite and inevitable fates. Some tragically cut short, and others decidedly fulfilled as they faded into the wind. The rich experiences contained in the pages led me to step into the shoes of others, not having many souls to relate and talk to. Found solace in these books. Almost thought of them as friends, too. However, the only real humans I ever had seen at the time were certainly very carefully labeled and tucked away cuts of butcher meat and forbidden menus and special occasions. Within the primordial void, the nameless one knelt at the boundless precipice of chaos. For from their blood spilt the soul of mana of the cycle of death and rebirth. From their veins laid forth the structure of stars. From their bones emerged great planets and dust. From their fleeting dreams festered the thread of reality. From their end was born the world, sorry. Mortal beings took shape from the marrow of the dirt and light of the celestial realm. Muddled flesh crawled from their fallen bodies. In their death-liberated souls, beings of molten ether rose. But in the end, all shall return to the river of eternity, evaporating into nothingness. There's more in here. Little creatures, just little guys. A biology book explaining how life came to be. A group of atoms made a molecule, a group of molecules made an organelle, add some mana, and bam. Life. The group of organelles created a cell, and such a small little thing went on to form more and more groups. And here we are. But we never gained more life, we simply became more complex. Sure, we can argue we are conscious, sentient, self-aware. The dumbest animal surpasses a bacteria in aspects by unfathomable margins. But we can't say we are more alive than those cells, nor the ones composing our bodies. So what exactly happens when those organelles join together? And what happens when I shoot someone in the head? Is their life lost forever in this uncaring world? More dust and energy for the hungry souls to feast on? If those lives I took are equal to mine, scientifically speaking, do I deserve to die? Wah, wah, wah. Once as a kid, I read about a human countess who murdered hundreds of human girls, freezing their skin, drinking their blood, and breathing in the screams. Abhorrent crimes, even for demon standards. However, the book took pity upon her, singing of melancholic sufferings, sharp like needles, chanting an anguished ode at the paganic, useless rituals attempted at solving her depression, whereas the killings of women were narrated with visceral, colorful prose. Why did the author do it? What were they trying to achieve at embellishing her figure? Sorrow for her condition or admiration for her actions? Why make human such a monster? I ponder if secretly I want to be given a second chance. It's tempting. Similar to faking an injury to skip classes or succeeding, an undeserving prize, a selfish treat, another opportunity to act like my actions had no consequences or to let everyone down again. I think what the Countess truly fantasized about was knowing that no matter what she did, it wouldn't matter. Her fate was written on the shredded flesh of the mercilessly killed maidens. Did the howls of the wind cry in pain? Due to the storm I summoned in vain. All the leaves will swiftly vanish as I remain alone in anguish. Huh. So where do I go now? I feel like a door. How do I escape the library? Cozy, cozy, cozy. Aha! I continues on endlessly until it no longer becomes recognizable, fading into the noise. Every moment feels eternal, and like everything eternal, all moments become redundant. No book is different from the others on the outside, so it must mean that they all matter the same on the inside. They shall just become one big pile of ash, then. Oh. He burned down the library. Okay. The other day, I heard Riff say to them, I have them crazy eyes. 2 red blood-dripping roses with a glow of molten iron. It made me wonder if that's why the world always seemed insane to me, going down. Same way red sunglasses taint your vision, my crazy eyes tainted my reality all of my life. So, since my demonic healing prowess will grow them back, I decided to honor my name and go blind for a few days. Let's see, or not, how fucked up the world is without my glasses. Dude ripped his eyes out. I will feed him. Pet him. And feed him. And feed him. Pat him. Pat. Oh. Play with a Tamagotchi at a movie theater. Not a movie theater. Why? I thought we were a perfect match. I tried my best, you know. The sweet and kind girl and the handsome, charismatic bad boy. Even when you were after other girls, you always went back to me. Always. Your gentle, submissive, perfect girlfriend. It's just how it is, Barry. You're real easy, but so boring. All sugar with no spice, as they say. You're the worst, Cecil. A filthy backstabber. And backstabbers deserve to be stabbed from the front 1,000 times until you're unrecognizable from pulverized ground meat. Relationships have always been something that, as a concept, feels so alien to me, and yet I attempt again and again to understand it. In my school days, I aggressively pursued to grasp that unknown, to hold it within my palm, laid before me to see. Bare to me to see. Barry was my pick to indulge in that dream at first. A heart as soft as desert, easy to manipulate and mercilessly crush. But the yearning only twisted itself into increasingly complex brambles that choked my emotions and left me chasing shadows into the darkness. Listen, Cecil, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and well, I'm just gonna put it bluntly, we gotta break up. We can't just keep licking each other's wounds. We're both in this loop of self-pity and toxicity. And drowning each other in that stuff isn't helping either of us. I know, damn it. But goodbye. I want to leave this part of my life. Please do not contact me or seek me out. Nellie shared in the same woes of struggling to find meaning in the city's smog-covered concrete jungle as I did. From that shared experience and our chance of crossing paths, we latched onto each other and fed into each other's bleeding wounds, nourishing a bit of the hunger plaguing our souls, but deepening and prolonging the injuries that shaped our strength. Truth she shared bitterly gnawed at my insides. Hopeless. I'm utterly hopeless. Terrible showing, just a nonsensical vignettes bound together by hopelessness. Popcorn, ground flavored, not freshly popped, all yours, the low price of your dignity. How was the show? I rated out of exquisite wine and food. Ah, I wonder how the main course will turn out. Funerals are always lovely. Oh, what's a devil to do? What a pity, I suppose. They'll just have to make another. funeral flowers. Their scarlet gaze seems to watch my every movement. We really live for food, huh? No matter if it's sad or bright, any important occasion must be filled to the brim with food. Can't say I'm better than these idiots, though. I've never met the deceased, but if I had known he would if I had known he would taste so fucking good, I'd have killed him myself. I do know humans see cannibalism as a monstrous taboo. To know why beats me. Their loss, if you ask me, and quite disrespectful. Their head cheeks are delicious when roasted, albeit quite small. The deltoid is so underrated. Phenomenal cut, super cheap too. Meat tastes of a successful hunt. Tender fiber being pulled by my incisors is a celebration of life and death, a hollow husk gaining new purpose. From it we are born, live, and eventually become husks again. Will this be my eventual taste too? My final send-off? A party for disgraceful friends gloating about their business ventures over my cooked organs? I hope when it comes to that, my hole is completely burnt, with an incredible sauce on the side. I want to ruin their pitiful attempt at celebrating life in death's face. Their happiness, no, their hypocrisy shouldn't be welcomed in. Look here, Orchid, it's your cousin Cecil. Be polite and say hello. Hello. Wow, she's so cute. Mr. Batsy says hello too. Welcome back. She kind of reminds me of my friend on Twitter, Momo. So this is Orchid. She resembles the soft melted crayons. Great, another brat. Hopefully she doesn't develop an addiction to funeral food. Read somewhere it's an actual problem. Yeah, hello. You realize that it's just a plush toy, right? Its head could tear right off. I wouldn't hold it in such high regard. That's so rude! Mr. Batsy is a brave and strong friend of mine. Just trying to warn you. We don't like your warnings. Cousin Cecil is now banned from any and all house tea parties. First conversation and we already hate each other. I'm really good at this family networking thing. Word! Welcome back. Hi, Tesla! Yeah, fuck you, Cecil. What the hell? She's also just too cute. How could you be mean to her? Oh, I'm running. Why am I running? I'm like sprinting. Whoa, what am I chasing? What is that little thing? Is that her? Yo, Cecil, perfect moment for you. Apparently we're all clear to clean out those police officers out there. Take care of it. Man, I do all the work out here. Fine. I'm literally taking care of the actual target right now. It's the least a lazy devil could do. Alright, time to get to business. Oh. Alright. I'm so confused as to why there's no sound. I feel like there's supposed to be sound. Could be a setting, but yeah, it is an indie game. It did like just come out. I think the whole game is fully out. I have everything set to all the way up too. I'm pretty sure there was sound in the video for it. Maybe there wasn't. My sound's not being weird again, is it me? No, it's me! Wait! Hold on, it's me. I'm the problem. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. Yeah, we're gonna be watching that on Sunday. Default audio source changed by an update? It shouldn't be. All I did was stop stream and restart stream. We had this issue at the start of stream too. Also, hi, Reckoning. Check Steel series too. So that sound worked. Thank you for the resubby with Prime. Let's go.
Adventures roaming around the world.
Okay, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did, but I fixed it. So we should probably have sound now. Wow, we went that whole time without any sound, and now we have sound again. This is weird. Ow. I was thinking it was weird that it was quiet. We mobbing. Fuck. I go this way first. Sorry for the first half of the game. I don't even, well, maybe it's not, it might not even be half. It might be longer than half. It might be less than half. But sorry for the first part of the game being completely silent because I'm an idiot. Fuck! I was so close. Thanks. Ooh, thank you for the head pats. You have like 8 different audio sources? Yeah, I have a whole bunch. I didn't even do anything. I literally just like retouched. God damn it. I just touched the I just went to the audio properties and then just exited the audio properties and now it's fine. So yeah, I don't even know. I thought it was weird that there was no sound. I was like, I'm pretty sure there's sound. PC for gore, it did. I am using a second PC on the side for streaming it. OBS is drunk, yeah. Fuck! Okay. But if I can lure one of them out first. Hold on. Get this guy. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna get this. You have a point there, miss. It really does. Really? Yeah, like why does it do that? Hey, you come here. Hey, you come here. Fuck, fuck, damn it, I was so close. How did he still get me? Yeah. I'm gonna scream. Don't touch me! What? Bro, how did you shoot me? Oh my fucking. Alright. Alright. Ow. What is this game? It is called Everyday Devil. Alright, that's it. So just kill me. I have 1 heart. Thank you.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch.
Ooh, thank you for the care package. Okay, I think you might like this game. Thank you for the head pats. Fuck you. Oh my fuck. Ah! Okay. How did you hit me? How? How? I hate you. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. I also don't fully understand. It's like a short story. Is what it's described as. No! I did it. Got him. Thank fuck. Oh my god. Is there anything stopping me from peeking for potshots? Yes. Kind of. Not really. I'm just dumb, maybe. Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. What the hell? My Tamagotchi. Okay. Welcome back from the ads. I did it. Okay. Well, I am a demon. Ugh, damn it. What is it now? The darn angel god, she died again. It's like the 5th time this month. As expected. Now you can actually focus on the task at hand. We're on the clock, you know. Angel of keychain pets shall surely smite me now. I look forward to that. Our lovely guest is getting rowdy, though. It's your turn to be a good host. Please let me go. I don't know anything more, I swear. Now. We know that's a total lie. We got the footage from our client, you see. Since you won't talk, we're gonna play a nice little game. Yeah, just shut up. I'm not in a good mood right now. Please don't do this. Well, you gonna do the honors? What am I doing? Wait! What the hell? You knocked him out freaking cold as Vanillora ice. Now we gotta wait forever until before he's conscious again. Maybe you won't be as smug when the boss takes us out on our commission. The weakling asked for it. Now I'm just a little guy. It's like me as a baby. Father, you wanted to see me? Cecil, I have a gift for you. I'm here. This is a creature commonly known as a cat. Humans often keep them as pets or vermin killers. It is similar in appearance to the Psycat demon phenotype. Psycat demon phenotype, but more fragile and less intelligent. Cat? Perhaps you've read about them before? I gift this creature to you so that it may serve as a test. A test? The exact criteria of the test will remain unknown to you. It is as such so that you may manifest yourself what is befitting your position as heir. I must be off for a few years to manage assets in Urga. I will make an assessment upon my return of how you fare with this creature. I'll do my utmost best, Father. Fully automatic tactical assault cat. Hello there. Don't be scared now, it won't hurt you. Here, I'll open the cage slowly. Slowly. Ah! Ow, ow, ow! There's no need for that. Where did you go? Hello, young Master Cecil. Wait, this is the place that I was walking in. Oh, that was my house. I would often pretend this mimic chest. I wish it was. My bed. Now you refuse to be out from there? If I know anything about pets, then you love a tasty treat, right? Maybe I can grab something from the kitchen. I'm sure none of the maids would mind. Oh, and this is the library. I see. Meat. None of this something I can take to the fish? Cats probably like fish, right? Most cats in stories seem to at least. Cat enjoy fish too. Oh, I'm probably overthinking this. I got some food to give to them. Let's go. Let's give that kitty a fish. For the kitty. Here, some fish. I'll just leave this here. Cute! Meow! So this is how a cat looks. I should give him you a name. Well, I'm not good with names though. Dark fur just like the sky and fog. Maybe Smog? No, that sounds silly. Oh, maybe Soot? Maybe not. So cute. My tail is not a plaything. Ouch, come on, you're so mean. I remember the cat. This fur in itself was a living contradiction, so dark and yet shone so intensively. Touching him was touching delicate black gold. Mother is good at fanciful terms. If she's not too busy, I could ask her maybe. I'll be right back. His name was Noct, from nocturnal. It comes from the Latin nocturnus, of the night. I'd come up with the name Olivera at first, from the olive tree, but Mom suggested Noct. So he became the beast of the night, starless night, calm and serene one, to rest and relax. Study for hours on end, and it feels like it's still not enough. It is a very cute name. I wish I could just exist for a bit, without all this responsibility. You know, Noct, you make the days a little less difficult. I'm glad you're around. It's nice to have a friend other than my books. Aww. Master Cecil, your mother wishes to see you in her study. Very well, I shall be in there shortly. Hey. I don't know where that is. This is my father's works. Ah, Cecil, there you are, finally. You mustn't keep your mother waiting so long. It is ill-befitting of your position. Do you think of the Ruthvine family name as you carry yourself? I'm sorry, Mother. At least you have the decency to apologize. Now, as far as for the occasion, you know your father is returning very soon, yes? Do try to make yourself presentable. He has requested that you await him in your study with that little morsel of a creature he gave you. Remember the cat. Dad's announcement, the test. The world stopped, the wind hushed, the realms froze. Kill it. It is a being that stands far beneath you, or I shall in your stead. Whenever I relive the scene, I wonder about all which never came to be. Scenarios upon scenarios. Me escaping with Noct, rejecting his order, me murdering father right there, gouging my claws into his left eye, only to taste a heinous black tar spurting from him and realizing there was also that substance inside of me. And then I would grab the first thing I see, a fork maybe, probably a candlestick, stab him and me. Him and me and the monsters we both became until the asphalt pit remains, obscure like Noct's hair. But alas, I was but a weak, naive child. I remember the cat. I remember because I don't want him to die. In human literature, this idea of dying twice was always prevalent. Our bodies die once, leaving our soul behind. However, our soul dies when it's forgotten. So that's why I remember the cat. I remember his sharp claws shredding his skin and his screams echoing against the Bordeaux walls. I remember the cat. Noct fought with everything he had. I tried to make him be still, reassuring him that his soul would be immortal within me. I didn't know how to kill painlessly at the time, and my strength was non-existent. I remember my hands firmly around his neck, his eyes becoming disfigured, filled with blood. No! But even then, I could not fully kill him, and so my father took the crumpled body from the ground. I remember Noct. Suddenly he stopped moving in my father's. How quickly he was but a sack of bones that dropped on the floor in a heap. His once impeccable fur now a dirty mess smelling of extinguished fire. I touched the expressionless face. How could this have been Noct? I didn't understand. What happened to my best friend? What did I do? This was a bad dream. This wasn't Noct. Noct was alive. His soul was alive. Death couldn't change my cat, my little friend, into this. I'm so sorry, Noct. Please forgive me. Don't leave me, Noct. Please. I love you. I need you. I'm scared. What a disappointment you are. I hate you. I'm sorry. I did try to give a warning in the very beginning. This is very dark themed. And disturbing, as it said. If you'd like, I can go over the warnings again before we continue some more.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Master Cecil, are you in there? Betsy! Hi. Really bite numb. Welcome in. I remember the cat. Sadly, I can't say the name of the maid. When she put her hand on my shoulder, I don't remember what happened. Only the smell of wine. You were here for them, just didn't realize how bad it would be? Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, Cecil! I'm proud, so proud of you. I just know that I blacked out. Oh, I just know that I blacked out. And when I came back to my senses, my mom was there, hugging me, congratulating me. Only on my first bloodlust and murder. If I have 1 in 72 chances of getting a Psycat figurine, then I just need 72 tries to achieve a 100% success rate. However, that would mean dropping my booze for a week or cigarettes for 2 weeks. Well, I guess I could always ask for funds this month. Lord Mother would understand. A small price to pay. I won't win if I don't try. There's gotcha! Oh, look at him! Oh my god. They're so freaking cute. Just gotta keep at it. You doubt you'll lose sleep over it, but still, okay. Keep yourself safe, okay? Sorry about your appetite. Mush. Jellian. I'm gonna get that Psycat. Oh, they're so cute. You were done eating it? I'm just about done eating anyway? Okay, good. Give me the Psycat. That's 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. Well, as long as you want to spend money here, I guess. 25. I didn't ask you. 6. 7. 8. 9. 30. 5. 1. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. You know, I think a 1 in 72 chance means there's a 50% chance you'd get it after 36 gotchas, and you still haven't gotten it. 6. 37. 38. 39. You really just come here every week to dump your money into that thing, huh? 40. I can quit anytime. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 8. 49. Really ought to just sue the store for fraud. There's no way I couldn't have gotten a Psycat by now. 50. Did the math, a 1 in 72 chance repeated 72 times is about 63.5% chance. Damn. We all know the moment you put yourself in front of a law enforcement, it's not gonna end well. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. Oh, I got him! Got the side cat. Hell yeah. It only took what? 5,600 runes? Totally worth it. And I guess I missed one of the counts. I missed this yearning for something vital, inherent, unknowable. What are my insides lacking? There's this immense cavity, so immense it has its own gravitational pull. Everything centers around it, despite its imperceptibility. Me, my life, me, my haunting. You? Yes, you. The shadow who carved the empty space in me? You are the whole, the absence. The one whose presence continues to lurk on my back, moving my hands and hiding once in the stone is thrown. Or rather, you are the excuse I give. Now that you are no longer here, I've come to realize I've replaced you. And my own actions, my consequences, my betrayals, my disappointments. Lying is violence. That's all violence really is at its core. In the mirror, those same piercing red eyes revel in it. Come in. Hello, boss. Do you have a minute? Well, I could lend some for you, but time is very valuable in our field. Not my fucking field anymore, actually, because I quit. Oh? Is that so? Indeed, I won't be following your stupid contract orders anymore. Oh, well, I'd be lying if I said this did not shock me. But I am nonetheless quite saddened by this development. I suppose if you are saying this to me, I can't change your mind? Nope, not even your stupid job bonuses can convince me. I know my worth. Very well then. As in standard procedure, we shall undertake an exit interview. Please have a seat. Fine, fine. Don't worry, this is quite short. Then we shall part ways. How would you describe your time at the company as a consultant? Describe what could have improved. Oh wow, you want me to rant all day long? Oh, just let me think. Coffee machine's always broken, or makes everything taste burnt. The overtime pay blows. We only kill small fry and petty lowlives. Did I mention the boss fucking sucks? Maybe if he died or fucked off to some other realm, we could get somewhere. But cutting one of his heads only results in 2 new ones growing. Ha! If there's any trait or quality you consider to have greatly developed or improved at, describe it. Well, my patience was for sure tested. From enduring such shit conditions to such shit boss, I might as well give up and wallow in the alleyway as my soul and body devoured by ferals. At least the pain would be quicker than this. Are you willing to ever come back in our distant or near future? Hell no. Is everything alright? Huh? Your decision seems quite abrupt. You have been the best employee by far these last few months. Besides a few incidents, your numbers are top-notch. Killing all your targets with a shred of remorse, cooperation with client commission and objectives. In fact, it seemed you were eager to get job assignments. Just like when you were a kid and the fragrance released by the sweet red iron filled your palate and mind, your soul, an ember hungry for more fuel to mindlessly add to the pyre. Hungry for humans, small creatures, fell beings, anything that you could turn into a corpse. Cecil? I just can't fucking stand you and your fake attitude anymore. Very well, lastly, what are you planning to do after this? None of your damn business. That'd be all. Farewell, Cecil. Best of luck in whatever path you choose going forward from here. Bye, asshole. I think he just hates... I think he just doesn't actually want to kill. Oh. Mr. Cecil, are you really leaving us? Hell yeah, I'm out of this dingy office. Aw, he's sad. Never talked to Casimir much, but he was always very chipper and worked hard alleviating the burden of paperwork from the rest of us. Extremely dedicated, and his diminutive appearance stirred the urge to give him a pat on the head. Pretty sure he's older than me though, and something always pulled me back from getting close to him. Good riddance. I knew you were too much of a wuss for this line of work. Oh, fuck off. My partner in crime, Tephra. Her horrid strength and claws could slice through those metallic police exoskeletons like they were thawed butter. Though she was far from a brute, those eyes were always calm, always calculating. We'd sling insults at each other all day, and I'd always end up losing the game of keep your temper. Even now, her gaze looks right through me, laying my vulnerabilities bare. Despite myself, I cannot help but feel the taste of bittersweet well up in my throat. Why did I care about this job at all? Why did I care about those people who constantly judge me, spit in my face, and don't give a crap about what happens to me? They'll keep on with their happy little lives while I wallow and drown in the mud. Hell with them all. To hell with all this. Hope they all die. Die, 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 die! Oh. I like his shirt. It's a frog boba. Frog. Every building I've ever visited has been its own world. Their own natural laws to govern over the inhabitants, either laid down by them, by those before them, or the structure itself. It's no wonder everyone's so picky when choosing a home nowadays. Oh, but who am I to complain? I may settle down for any place whose rent is low enough and whose bed is clean enough. But I know it's temporary. Sooner or later, I'll leave. Or be kicked out. Or thrown out the window. Harvested for parts. Whatever. Point is, they all suck. You're not the house of my dreams. My dream house is reminiscent of the first human building I read about in a story. Prison, not quite finite, not quite dead, roomed with stairs, oppressive walls, and hidden contraptions. No organic or asymmetrical objects stood out. No decoration or color dared to appear. No windows had ever been built, since those at the prison shan't ever leave it. What they did, it mattered not. Their sins, their past, gone. Their every moment had been reduced to their new home. But the protagonist comes to an interesting conclusion in the book. With no windows, no signs of the outside, she realizes they weren't being monitored. Thus, she went on a killing spree, staining the concrete with dark red mere moments before the shape-shifting walls consumed the corpses. In the end, the girl was alone at the prison. There was no one left to perceive her. Only the incessant roaring of machinery engulfing her thoughts. That would be my dream house. Minus the contraptions, I'd probably hurt myself accidentally, and maybe a bit more furniture. Not a deal breaker, though. I doubt, however, I'll find it here in hell. What a boring, ordinary place. On the very fringes of realm Varisha. Far from the sprawling and crowded cities, there's hardly a life to be had. Dark alleys, dark buildings, purple like bruises, few red lamps to light the night. Even fewer sane inhabitants. What brings someone to live here? Well, that's what Lord Mother wants me to find out, since Orchid seems to be residing in one of those apartments. From consultant murder agency to family babysitting, what a joke. Can't even refuse either, otherwise I won't receive my family's paychecks. Maybe the kiddo will play easy and let me be her roommate. Give the town a few points for having some semblance of a city block. The base structure was apparently warped here from a far-off dimension in a freak accident. Might as well take a look around as I find my way to the apartment complex. a bubble tea shop here. My go-to order? Blood bobu bobu with eye jelly. Train yard is silent. I guess it just doesn't stop by here very often. Figures. Cheap junk food from the 616 always hits the spot during twilight hours. Make my way up the oversized concrete block laying near giant piles of rubble. Apartment block B, loudly painted on the side, boldly declaring the place of residence. Let's see, apartment 402, apartment 402. Here it is. On my way. Hello, hello. Oh, it's you. Venom-tipped knives with every word pointing straight at my vitals. Hey, Orchid. So I just got out of my job and Lord Mother told me to... I didn't even finish what I was going to say. Guess the roommate plan is a no-go. Well, not sure what else I expected. For apartment hunting. I explored many other places to stay in the next few days. Took, none matched my requirements. Either too bleak, too expensive, too big, too small. Ugh, I wish I could just stay in that crappy hotel. One of the said houses had been a close candidate. It was loud, louder than my thoughts, which meant they could no longer bother me. Urgent. The general aesthetic was quite bland, resembling a TV screen with no channels on. Might be what creates that white noise. Oh well, I can endure the ugly living space. My hookups will probably be too drunk to care at all. My only worry left was how it would affect my sleep. But I had slept at worse places. Give me some time to... I was willing to give up hours. I missed that part because I accidentally hit space. Holding your cat helped. I'm glad. When I was about to sign the lease, I noticed it. In the smallest print, my worst nightmare, a stranger of a roommate. Hey, so you the new guy? Exclaimed immediately. From behind a voice, I turned back and saw them. Gosh, I can't wait to get to know you better. You seem like a fellow connoisseur at puzzles, too. You would greatly enjoy the collection I have, and I couldn't finish the sentence, as I'd already dropped the pen and started running, hoping to never experience such a horrific thing. He's like, no roommates. Didn't think I'd have... Oh, I already said that. Dark water slowly seeps through the canal, choking the concrete with regrets. The home near the clinic was affordable pricing. Smelled just wonderfully. Upon entering it, the odor revealed itself to be of bloody meat and thick fat. Oh my, this is a carcass home implemented by a certain Mr. Doors to Infinity. These harken back to the sensations of demon first experiences in life. Using advances to dimensional technology, he had devised a way to create an entire structure with animal matter only. His original plan was to utilize elements such as keratin and bones, but the devil market demanded houses and rooms fully composed of fibrous muscles built along with strips of easy-to-cook lipids. But as quickly as they rose in popularity, they fell down into irrelevancy. Their mass-producing costs exceeded any reasonable pricing, and on top of that, after a few days, the meat would rot if not careful, developing a heinous stench. Even those who could endure the smell at the high prices would quickly find the roof collapsing. Turns out biting and nibbling your house walls ain't wise if you want it to last. But some had remained standing, as proven in front of me. Oh, what a sight to behold. The marbling was magnificent, and some of the columns being made out of ribs and bone marrow. There was also delicious elements of the body turned into furniture. The bed was carved brains. The sofa had ribbons of viscera as its pelt. It was perfect. I found the perfect home. A mansion for me to live in with this boring town for me and me alone. I walked in a few steps, letting the place surround me, and I felt at peace. So I already decided to rent it. I reclined onto an armchair composed of veins and arteries until I quickly got up, feeling my clothes wet, stained with the same red as the carcass home. And I looked down at my shoes, redder somehow. That's when I realized why this place is so cheap. Why the landlord had a dry cleaner down the street. Never mind then. Aww. PlayStation. Luckily, I've learned many techniques for evading their biobots for my consulting days. Unbeknownst to me, in this last house, there was a place I believed to be fictional, a fairy tale told by us young devils. Hell. But not the hell I was being warned about. There was no torture contraptions, no fellow sinners screaming along with me. Furnishings were perfectly clean and ordinary. The room had the look of a showroom or a television prop set. A subtle fake atmosphere to everything. That was the first giveaway. An immense dreadful sensation traveled through my bones, akin to caterpillars slowly munching on the ground, growing inside of me. I closed my eyes and tried to calm myself down. It's just a stupid apartment floor with a stupid lamp, a stupid sofa, stupid wall paint, and stupid pricing. Wait, why am I still seeing everything? I opened my eyes again, quickly discovering there was no difference. Was I dreaming? Had I suddenly died? My immediate instinct was to run, but behind me there was no door anymore. I may have spent the next 3 minutes or 3 hours panicking and trying to leave this abode most foul, incapable of pertaining to this reality. Eventually, I realized my attempts were futile. I was trapped. I chose then to inspect the nature of my cell. Inspecting the stupid sofa, the stupid lamp, the stupid me, the stupid walls, the stupid sofa, the stupid pocket change, stupid eyes, the stupid... And when I observed their intricate detail, I came to quickly regret it. Embedded in everything, no matter what the object, there were faces. Frozen, hollow faces, observing all but comprehending not. Instead of bricks or fabric, the room had been built upon their smiles. Fake smiles. Through their eyeless expressions, I sensed a true, pungent feeling behind each. They were trying to hide it. Stagnant faces not alive were lying at nothing. Or was the facade directed at me? I squinted my eyelids, trying to figure out their intention, and got closer. That's when the realization came in. The faces were me. I had been surrounded by my reflection all the time, like the insides of a giant mirror ball. And to top it all off, the mouths began moving, showing the same teeth as I. Their voices mimicked pebbles and ice hitting against the roof, scratching against the paint walls, against skin. Was this how I sounded? An incomprehensible, incessant clutter of violence of no purpose, raspy and spraying toxogens akin to a cobra? I covered my ears, closed my eyes again, and cursed to all realms. I wouldn't let some stupid whispering apartment doom me, judge me. I hadn't come so far, and dared everyone's stupid discernment to rot in this seedy town. The more the agonizing noise increased, a cancer growing, replacing my heart and its beat, the more I was attuned to the hellish melody despite my best attempts. Until, dissipating in my thoughts, it was gone completely. As I waited for the other shoe to drop, I opened my eyes and saw myself in front of a violet wooden door with an eye carved in it, waiting to be entered. There's nothing more frightening than a closed door, said a human once. But why? Mere fear of the unknown? Probably. We create our worst nightmares, our own traps. Everything beyond our vision is possible, likely to occur. But for me, there's something else. The temptation. We want the door to unlock, to reveal its secrets. What scares us is what's drawn us to. Sometimes it is what we crave for. How many stories are you about achieving your life goal and ending up purposeless? What I can assure, regardless, is that with my trembling hand twisting the doorknob, I wished both to get out and to be trapped forever. Inside, it looked abandoned. All remains indistinguishable, inedible, bloated, and dark. There was an immense, shapeless corpse at the corner. Indistinguishable organs piled into one mound. Reminding me of a child playing with slime, sticking random toy parts on it, except the toys were conglomerations of big eyes, big mouths, and it moved. It was moving. As the carrion took shape and became alive, its crowd of eyes pierced me with a gaze I had hoped to never receive again. It screamed fear, but not any fear, primal fear. Directed at me, as if my image alone invoked fright despite deeper than death. As if I was woe, distress, and misery incarnate. As if the weight of my mistakes was written on my face. It was him. He had come for me. I had been the demise behind the closed door once, and now he was mine. Knocked? The word left my lips, a reaction rather than a thought-out decision. I mumbled it again for the first time in decades. Meanwhile, knocked came closer and closer. Ocean of tendrils crawled in wooden planks with visible difficulty. My head spun frantically. I was remembering the cat. That was it, right? His soul had been alive all this time. And now he had acquired a new body? I stared at the million eyes again. Fear was there, yes, but confusion accompanied it, not fear. I had misread him. Wow, what an idiot I was. Such stupidity elicited me in a laughter. One I can imagine led to more confusion for the creature. With my confidence regained, I headed towards the exit. However, something stopped. The monstrosity had extended one of its limbs and reached my heel. A vicious muscle coated fully of slime. The image of a land squid popped in my mind. Then, with only one mouth, it spoke. Help. Help. My bad. Got the wrong apartment. Sorry for barging in. I'll just be on my way now. Please help me. Don't leave me. I'm so cold. Please, I don't want to die. I don't know what happened. I swear, please, please. The thing suddenly was yelling frantically, finding its voice. The squid arm refused to let go. Okay, just stop. Right, I'll at least hear you out. No guarantees, though. I'm damn near broke and pretty much homeless at the moment. Working on fixing. But hey, I guess we'll be neighbors soon enough. Do you know me? Huh? Are you famous or something? Right, I don't have any wraith friends. Maybe you're confusing me for another plain blonde guy? I just thought you said my name, so... Wait, Knocked? Is that your... Oh no, that's not quite it. It's... A brief second of panic subsided, thankfully. I don't quite remember, but Knocked sounds pretty close. You can just call me Knocked then. So you've got amnesia? What a bad liar it was. Its eyes flitted nervously everywhere, yet refused to focus on mine, hesitation, trembling, a slight sheepish retreat into himself. Very much inexperienced and uncomfortable. An abandoned weakling, former human guy, most likely, but abandoned by who? By what? Obviously wishing to hide away that past. I guess it all makes sense. All the weird organ and soul corruption from the dimension hopping has got to mess you up, I'm sure. Is that what happened to me? I still don't really understand this wretched body. Well, I know the gist of things. Buddy, you're fine. Don't worry about it. I've seen plenty of way uglier mugs back in the Steigen city. Might as well buy a lottery ticket. Gotta say though, race that still retain enough of themselves to talk are pretty rare. What a neat little find in this otherwise boring town. I don't really know much about this place. My mind is still foggy. Take a seat, friend, or wait. Are you already sitting? Blah, who cares? Regardless, try resting. Might take a while to get in the loop of this world. And if the hour runs late, I'll tell you what, I'll find a place nearby and we can talk anytime. Well, that sounds nice. I don't think you ever told me who you were or what you are. I'm just a regular, everyday, bottom-of-the-barrel devil. An irredeemable monster. This realm is absolutely infested with my kin. As for names, you can just call me Cecil. From the Latin, Icus, blind. Welcome to your new life, Noct. I'm gonna use this moment of ads to stretch my leggies. Someone once said that loving someone is letting them go. Bullshit, I don't want to let you go. I want whole ownership of you, and for you to have it of me. I want you. Tangle of thorny vines surrounding a tree, feeding off the sap. I need you to depend on me, same as I depend on you. Is this mutual obsession? My knees. Isn't that true love? To not care about the world? About my person? For you? She's so cute. Love is knowing you choose me every single day, never giving that up. Love is all. Love is each of your cells I taste, each emotion that has your name. All the hours killed alongside you. Love is your nightmares woven in the fear I've always swear. Love is an unclosed wound, impossible to ignore. Love is how goodbyes are more memorable than anything with you. My brain can't even come close to replicating the feelings in those moments, and I frantically resort again and again to distractions, nibbling my fingertips, tears, and broken knuckles. However, it all pales when I finally say hello, and our time together commences once more, seamlessly merging with you, seamlessly merging with infinity. Welcome back from the end. They're just talking about what love is. Because it should be infinite. There shouldn't be any goodbyes, anything else around. I'm also opening a snack. I'm very sorry for all the crinkling. Thank you. Just us two together. To let go of all that is the opposite of love. Hatred. But towards yourself for believing you are unworthy of such feelings. Now, whether it is healthy or not, it's a different matter. I got Korean barbecue flavored seaweed snacks. fancy seeing you out here, Orchid. I don't remember inviting you to talk to me. Good joke, good joke. What are you doing out here, Cecil? Enjoying the view, up above it all. I could ask you the same question. Just pondering, I guess. I find this place the best to ponder. It's the only place you can see the sky in Halvor Town, after all. And you were pondering about stuff. You know, I find it kind of funny. Our parents were obsessed with how we would turn out, always hounding us every step of the way throughout our childhoods, and how to think, how to act, to fit in this predefined mold that they had in their heads about what we should be. And now, they don't seem to care at all. I bet they'll be crying at my feet for me to return home one day. I can't wait for that, so I can sneer at them. Yeah. Well, you do know, cousin. What? They're happy that they found third-generation heir, so they're probably not going to bother us much anymore. Imagomo Blood Co. is in good hands. I see. What's with the shocked look? It's on your side of the family. It must have been after I left the manor. Still, it's a burden lifted. We are both free to do what we want. There aren't any eyes on us anymore. We don't have to manage family businesses. We don't have huge manors full of fearful servants where the days are empty and cold. What was the point of all that suffering? Who knows? But I can pursue my dream. I'll open a small craft shop full of love and joy on my own terms, with a partner to share my waking moments with. Well, eventually. Still on Lord Mother's allowance. Still gotta study. Still gotta find a girlfriend. But the world is much more open now, and my path clearer. What will you do now, Cecil? Well, I'm heading back to my apartment. See you around. Every day, listlessly wandering through those memories, retracing my steps through those damn halls, wallowing in self-pity. What could have beens, what should have beens. Now, my own folly and of inaction upon inaction upon inaction. The path forwards is the path back. A death spiral of my own making. Wow! Damn. Hi, Zom! Daily fighting. Welcome in. We just finished the game. Hey, Ghost, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Van Palace. Ah, why are you shaking me, banana? What the heck? Numb. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I wish I had the music figured out for the beginning of the game. Sorry about that, guys. And sorry to you as well, YouTube, for watching it later. Rah! The game was really interesting. Poor guy. Honestly, really relatable. I really like that. There's more. also really, really, really love this art style. And I like the way that they intertwined 2D and 3D. I think that's really fun. Cool, but also sad, yeah. Don't hire me to stare at you, I'm scared.
Drink water, you dehydrated.
Thank you for the care
bitch.
package. Hi, Ube. My glasses on. Alright, bet. I wonder if these are other things that this creator has made. And like other characters. When a year ago, and so I wrote a few separate excerpts about Allie's characters. I was lucky that not only she loved them, but she had decided to make a game about them. Later, she asked me for extra help as a co-writer, and I couldn't say no. Oh wow, that's actually the artist! It's been a pleasure to participate in such a project. I'll always thank her for it. As for you, the gamer behind the screen, thank you for playing too. No matter the type of devil you are, I hope life smiles upon you. Every day from now on. I want to head pat you. Oh my god. Wait, this is so cool. Is this the animator? Or not the animator, but the story writer? Thank you for seeing it through to the end. You walked alongside this short and silly experience until it reached its destination. You gave it your time, your energy, and I appreciate it. I'm not good at saying things or writing things. Klaus is better at that. Well, goodbye and take care. This is cute! Oh my god. So these are the two creators of this game. Look at the little guys. I'm obsessed with your art style. If they ever happen to watch this, I hope they know that I'm obsessed. That's really cool. Oh, and then it just closes the game. Wow, that was a really cool experience. And yeah, a little sad too. Really melancholy. I really love that. That was so good. I really enjoyed that. I also love how it just closes out. That's really cool. Alright, let's move on over to Yap. Do you guys want to watch anything or anything before we go? Thank you for the head pat. Were you trying to hide that broadcast is live on Twitch note behind your model? That's a whole bunch of sticky notes that I put there, and I do hide them. That sticky note is specifically for when I upload Shin Megami Tensei later. it's the text I'm gonna put. You wanna watch something funny after that? Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. What is
Pokemon
this?
Wind and Wave is going to be the upcoming Pokemon game coming out in 2026. It's going to be set in Southeast Asia. It is supposed to be a MMO/survival RPG game. It's going to have procedural generation in the islands. It's going to have a brand new graphics engine, and it's going to be exclusive for the Nintendo Switch 2. The main gist of it is exploring islands while doing some underwater exploring in an open world game. The starter in Pokemon Wind and Wave is also going to be unique due to the fact so that every single player in this game is going to have a custom Pokemon. It's going to be called called a seed Pokemon you get at the start of the game, and you have to raise it to a certain level to be able to enter the island to get the main legendary of the game. The island is procedurally generated based on how you train your starter Pokemon, and the evolution for the Pokemon is going to be generated including unique powers for flowers, fractals, so every player has a different seed looking Pokemon, very similar to Spinda in the Generation 3 games that had a variety of different types. This game is also going to have some really cool features like a gym adventure. It's going to have boss Pokemon similar to Sun and Moon. It's going to have an MMO raid battle, survival aspect, and diving. Speaking of diving, here is some gameplay of the water physics for Pokemon Wind and Wake. I'm really happy that they are bringing back the dive mechanic into the Pokemon games, as I feel like it was an underutilized feature that should have been added in the most recent Pokemon games. Pokemon Wind and Wave is going to be the upcoming Pokemon game coming out in 2026. It's going to be set in Southeast Asia. It is supposed to be a MMO.
We played a really sad, spooky game, so we're trying to liven ourselves back up after that. Here we go. Here's a perfect. Here we go. Here's a great video. Here's a good, sweet little video after that experience. We're making a whole little kitchen and cooking a hamster some pasta. Amazing. Pretty sure it'll be more interesting than the last one. No worries, no worries. Whoa. It seems like such a fun little project. Right? I like how it's actually showing you. You just got done with the Helldivers? How is spreading democracy? Did you have a good time? I like how in-depth they're doing. Like, they're making this as if it was, like, a real, like, house. It was a wild ride and rough? Oh, no. Hopefully you had fun, at least. Korea is a cool planet, but goodness, the new missions are painful. Damn. It was fun, though? Okay, good, good. I'm glad you had fun. Wow. They made a cutting board and a spatula for the hamster. Ooh, assembly time. Pull Paia into Helldivers? Oh god. Maybe one day. It's one game that I enjoy watching, but I don't know how I feel about if I would play it. It does seem kind of fun, but I'm not sure. Wow, look at the kitchen.
구독과 좋아요는 저에게 좋고 알람은 여러분에게 좋습니다.
Little tiny knife. Sunflower seed. Wow. You don't play on max difficulty just enough for a challenge. Yeah, that makes sense. That's probably, if I played, I'd probably do it like that. Wow. That's so fancy. Extreme. No, they have a whole bedroom that's so silly and cute. Oh my god. Stop, that's so cute. Oh my god, look at them. This is so cute. Hamster. Look at him. He's a little guy. He's There's a little guy having a little snacky snack. He's like, hey, can I have some more, please? That was yummy. Hamster. Hamster. Hatmer. Hatpmer. The tiny paper towels. This is so cute. Carrots, broccoli, mushrooms. I can't believe he made a real tiny stove. Look at that! Wow! That's crazy. Hamster only salt-free noodles. Vegetables. Hamster baby food for sauce. I know this is for a hamster, but it looks pretty delicious. Ooh, some oats. Hamster snacky. Wow. Hambranara? Oh my god. I have a little pasta. Amazing. This is peak cinema right here. Mapter. Matper. Cinema. I see another one on the side that looks kind of funny. It says, testing my subscribers' struggle meals. Alright. Oh my god.
Tis the season again when we remind ourselves that you never know when life is gonna kick you in the crotch, give you a wedgie, and spit on your face. To prepare for our defeat, let's learn together and test out some more of the struggle meals you guys been sending me over the past few months, cause tide might be high, but we're holding on. Okay, our first anonymous submission calls it the college experience, so I assume it's pretty horny, insecure, and dehydrated. But it seemed like a good start because the first step involves making ramen. I'm not gonna use Shin ramen though, I'm gonna upgrade it to Indomie. As I told you guys in the last video, I've never been to Indonesia, but my mentality grew up in the streets of Jakarta. We'll prepare some large tortilla, and why is this dry like the back of my hand? I think I forgot to seal it up after using it last time, so it's no longer moist critical. Even penguins in the Arctic will have zero tolerance towards it. It's pretty much a cooking white flag waved by my friend Charlie. Another component of this dish is chicken patty. I don't know what chicken patties are. I'm gonna replace it with a more realistic college food chicken nuggets. While it's air frying, we're gonna cut up some string cheese. I don't understand why would a dairy company name itself after a vaccine. We're not really warming this up, so I guess maybe shredding it would be better. Making the Indomie as usual. I feel like we've been making a lot of these lately. We put it on top of the cheese and the nuggets fresh out of the air fryer. Let me know in the comments if I'm qualified to work at Chipotle.
Would you guys eat this?
We're just gonna put a third piece on top, roll it up, and just sear it in the pan like that.
Ramen.
I'm pretty surprised that it held its shape. It looks like the inside of a caterpillar.
It's basically just like a ramen burrito. That sounds kind of yummy, actually.
I mean, obviously it's fire, but I like to know where you went to college
Drink
that
water,
you call this a
dehydrated.
struggle meal. If I had access to these luxurious items back in college, I wouldn't have finished with such a low GPA. For that, I have to give it a 7 out of 10. Sarah from the sweet home of Alabama told us that her recipe is just mine, but 10 times better. And it's gonna be like a fried potato dish. With a boiled potato, as usual, gonna peel the skin back to have fun. Adding 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, some mozzarella, and Tuscan garlic. I don't have that, so I'm adding some good old American garlic. Salt, pepper, and Old Bay seasoning. Mash it up with a Ligma fork. Taking the mixture, will be rolling.
You need almost anything once,
Coat
true.
everything into panko, and we're ready to fry it up.
Ooh, fried potato ball? That sounds fucking good.
Probably should have
how
shallow
is this a
fried. I feel
struggle
like I'm
meal?
wasting a lot of oil over here. We fried at 350 for 2 to 3 minutes on each side. I know exactly which recipe Sarah is referring to here. It's the potato pillow thing from Miss Sure and Miss Hutt. Whether or not it's better than that, we're gonna have to give it a taste to find out.
I would totally eat that. It's just a fried potato. With cheese.
Alright. You win, Sarah. This is a little bit better than the potato pillow thing, because without the panko in the beginning of the frying process, everything sticks to each other and the bottom of the pan. The breading not only prevents that, but also adds that additional layer of super crisp, like the image quality of my new camera. Yes, sir. Hello, Daddy Canoe. Daddy Canoe.
Never in my life have I needed something so much and never known until I received it.
While Zachary from Minnesota wants to share a soup recipe. Whenever I see a soup recipe in a struggle meal category, I just know I'm about to throw a bunch of stuff in a pot and cover it with water. Starting in a large pot and goes some butter. Zachary wants me to stroke my sausage until it comes to a brown color. There's some diced onions, saute everything together,
Sir,
and
what
we'll add
did
a
you-
can of tomato soup.
What did
Well,
he
you guys
say?
better call me Andy Warhol, because I too uses this soup for money and call it creativity. Using the can as a measurement, I'm gonna pour in 3.5 times of water. After grabbing them from my bedroom, I'm gonna put in 1 large carrot and 1 large zucchini. Some parsley, basil, would just bring it to a simmer for 2 hours. That seems a little unnecessarily long. 15 minutes before we're supposed to add tortellinis. I have these lobster ravioli over here from the day I went insane at Costco. The expiration
not a
date is
tortellini.
a month ago, so wish me luck. Alright, the soup is done a while ago, so we're
looks
just
pretty
cooking
good,
the
though.
raviolis. Finally, topping it with some cheese. Is it me, or is this looking too aesthetic to be in a struggle meal video? The way I feel about this dish is how we took nice, fresh ingredients and presented them in the most struggle way possible. All of these ingredients, sausage, carrot, zucchini, I'll put in my body regularly in a non-struggle way. But here I just feel like we're making ourselves struggle on purpose.
Struggle for
I
no
want to
reason.
introduce you guys to the Radioactive Chicken and the Ligma Gang. 2 levels of membership as a way to support some great merch to her measurements up because she doesn't measure, so I ain't gonna
You have
measure
your
either.
appetite back?
In terms of
Let's
the
go.
Japanese and Chinese eggplant, there's none in my grocery store, so I'm gonna have to settle with goofy shoe size eggplant. I guess we're just having a showdown of ingredients from my bedroom. Judging from the ingredients list, I suspect that this is gonna be a low budget eggplant and garlic sauce. This is probably my favorite vegetable dish. Like a good start to any story, we're gonna oil up our eggplant just to give it some color, and there's also a lot of moisture in there we're gonna fry off. High heat the whole time. And in terms of the meat, I don't really eat pork that much, so I wouldn't know what to do with a pack of ground pork. So like any situations in which I'm uncertain, I'm just gonna keep stroking the sausage and hope for the best. We'll stir that in together and pour in the remaining liquid ingredients, which is some wine, soy sauce, dark soy sauce, and sugar. You already know what's up. We'll put on a lid and simmer till the eggplants
That's not
are
a
mushy.
struggle
And as
meal.
an ending remark, she said, "Oh, don't worry on the appearance. It should look like a pot of hot shit."
Oh, great.
Okay, Susie, no need to get graphic here.
I see.
It totally does not, by the way, and it smells kind of good, so let's give it a taste
I'm
and
doing
rate 1 through
okay.
10.
We're watching some random videos after playing a really sad
I never expected
game.
eggplant and sausage to go hand in hand, surprisingly, but it's a great foundation to take on additional flavors. It might be a little bit too salty with the spicy Italian and soy sauces. Overall, the steps are pretty simple. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. You guys are getting a little fancy on me. To keep in theme of the video, the next recipe is going to involve straight up flour and beans. Lauren is American Puerto Rican, so basically American twice. With 2 part flour, 1 part water, we're gonna form it into little dough logs and immediately drop it into boiling water. We're gonna boil it for 20 minutes. In a separate pot, we're gonna start sauteing some onion in butter, as well as some cilantro, Old Bay, and beans. We'll add back in the dough from earlier. You know, Lauren said if it looks disturbing, I'm doing it right. I'm just glad this dough is not brown. Once we saute everything together, it's thicken up a little bit. Oh boy, let's give it a taste and
So
rate
it's
1
just
through 10.
dumplings and beans.
I totally get where this dish is trying to go, but the dough is not cooked at all. Probably my fault though. This dish definitely is a true struggle meal because you're just trying to get flour into your system using minimal ingredients. Sauteed garlic onion definitely carrying, but the flour log is making me depressed, so 4 out of 10.
Damn.
Back at
Bean
it again
soup.
with the garlic onion sauteed in butter, the secret foundation to flavor and aroma of this episode. So Riv from Flint, Michigan specified that we have to use the Randall's Great Northern beans in the liquid. At first I didn't know what it was, so I looked it up. Sometimes you shouldn't really research into your food. I'm just using
No,
these
I have
white
not.
beans from Goya. The
I've not watched
transparent,
any of these
slimy
other
liquid is kind
videos.
of putting me
I
off
just saw
a
it on
little
the
bit. Bring
side.
everything to a simmer. We'll drop in our cocktail weenies. Only in this situation, the bigger the better. Put it on
Yeah,
a
that
lid
game
and simmer for 10
was
minutes. Now,
amazing.
this is what I'm
It really
talking
hit
about.
a lot
Looking
of,
like
like,
a proper struggle meal.
it really makes
Straight
you
up
think
hot dog
about
and
life.
stewed bean together. Looking so awkward that it's kind of photogenic.
very
I'm gonna
relatable.
first taste the bean.
It was really
Subsequently,
good.
I'm gonna gobble the glizzy. The flavors are oddly comforting. The soup got a little creamy and the hot dogs are really soft. So overall, very nice on the throat. Giving it an 8.3 out of 10. You know,
Wow.
the moment I saw that Gino's from SoCal, I suspect there's something fake Japanese coming. What I like about the dish is that we're cooking an egg, but we don't need the stove. We're gonna mix egg with soy sauce and microwave for a minute. Open a water-based can of tuna. You can slurp the tuna juice if you want. Unfortunately, I ran out of I give a second chance to Kewpie mayo, so I'm using the regular one. This is what the egg mixture looks like after being in the microwave. It actually looks like we fried it on a pan. And this is what Gino
It
calls
was,
the poor man's
Everyday
bibimbap.
Devil.
I have a feeling the bibimbap was originally like more of a lower end dish. But I guess one of the themes on this channel is how low we can go in a cuisine. You know, something doesn't feel right here.
I kind of want to make this.
Much better. It's ready to be tasted.
I
Well, I
literally have
love canned tuna. I eat it on a regular
have all
basis, so I
those
might be a little
ingredients.
biased, but the egg is such a nice addition
I
to the
love egg.
dish. It makes it taste way fancier than it actually is. For that, I'm gonna have to give it an 8.8. To
So
the
wait,
IE
what was
take
this
right.
recipe?
The
Hold
I'm
on.
using a slip mix. The moment I saw
egg, soy sauce, rice, and tuna. I'm gonna make that later. Hold on, let me take a picture of that. I'm not even kidding you. I literally just said it. It's called the Everyday Devil. Everyday Devil, Everyday Devil, Everyday Devil. Yeah. I'm making
What I
this
like
later.
about the boil the more much better. It's ready. I eat it on a regular basis, so I'm healthier than it actually is. For that, I'm gonna have to give it an 8.8. Next stop, Macio from the US. It's a blueberry dessert recipe. All we need is frozen blueberries, milk, and French vanilla coffee creamer. I guess we just pour everything into the blueberries, and like the end result is gonna be ice cream like texture due to the milk and creamer freezing. Wait, so the milk and the creamer will just freeze on its own? Are we on drugs, bro? I'm a master of thermodynamics. I don't think that's how it works.
Guess we're gonna find out. Whoa, it worked.
Bro, it happened in front of my naked eye. This is some witchcraft voodoo magic going on here. I can't believe it actually turned into ice cream.
That's crazy. I didn't know you could do that.
Oh man, it tastes really good too. This is so
Plain white
mind-blowing,
bread,
such a
maybe.
good summer hack. If you're home and have no ice cream in the freezer, you can just take your mom's frozen fruit and the milk that your dad never came back with and make
What's
an
up
ice
with this
cream
guy's-
as a sign
why-
of your
one, he's using a
independence. You guys
fork,
are
and two,
actually
why
so
is it
smart.
bent
I
like
always
that?
assume that most of you watching
The
this
hell?
channel are stupid because I'm super stupid, but I guess some of you are actual geniuses, so 9.3 out of 10. We're finally moving away from the USA and going all the way to Canada. Sophia calls it the sad man's kasha, food for your horse. Again, confirming my previously articulated conspiracy theory that the ruling class convinced us to eat horse food. But anyways, we're gonna mix steel cut oats with bully beef. I don't know what bully beef is. I've had beef and been bullied a lot, but I have butter though. Cooking the oatmeal as usual, I'm using shredded spam instead of bully beef. Don't ask me why I have it, I'll explain later. Not so much beef,
Shredded
but they're
spam?
bullied
That's a
already. And
thing?
a couple tablespoons
I
of
should
butter.
buy
I don't
that.
think I'm gonna salt it because I feel like the spam is already carrying on the sodium front. Once it's all cooked, thick like this, we'll give it a taste.
That sounds nasty.
It's surprisingly nice. Tastes like a
Really?
savory porridge or a congee, I guess. 8.5. The
Really?
next recipe, as you
Interesting.
would
I
have already
expected that to be
guessed, is a sweet one.
gross.
They call it the Canadian glizzy. Being the glizzy gobbling monster that I am, I have to check this recipe out. Plus, I'm extremely excited by these ingredients. These are pretty much 3 of my favorite sauces on the market right now. Actually, for the topping, we need to do peanut butter and jam, Nutella, honey are optional, and we can do all 3 if I'm evil. I don't think I'm evil, but I'm pretty insane. So we'll put a banana in a hot dog bun, squeeze up
Ooh.
our peanut butter.
Yes.
Prepare that. We're gonna go with a layer of jam.
Yes, dude, this is gonna be
Nutella
so
to top
good.
everything off.
That's
You
gonna
like
be
how I put it
so
into Ziploc
good.
bags to make it like aesthetic. Like
I thought it was gonna be an
Last but not least,
actual
the drizzle of honey. People make
hot
fun of
dog, but
Americans
no, that's gonna
for
be
loving
so
sugar. Honestly, I
good.
think
Banana,
the
look
whole
at it.
world just
Look how delicious
are
you can
addicted.
be.
I'm getting a little too thick, so I'm gonna distribute it a little bit. Is Fox TV airing this episode? Because I feel like I'm becoming Homer Simpson. Let's give it a taste. And rated 1 through 10. You know, I've been trying to quit sugar lately, and that bite just took my brain for a ride. I'm like Lindsay Lohan celebrating coming out of rehab by popping a Zan. It's such a horrible dish, but anything with PBJ, Nutella, honey, bread, banana is a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, that sounds so
First
good.
in the UK category is from L, and I don't know where this is. Basically rice and peanut butter sauce. A 1-pot recipe where you're like boiling some sauce and cooking chicken.
I
In a
mean, is
pan,
it
we'll
like pad
spread
thai?
2 tablespoons of peanut
That has
butter,
peanut
some
butter
water,
for
some
sauce.
Maggi seasoning powder. I don't have
Peanut
that, but I
sauce.
heard it just sweetened up MSG. So I'm gonna replace it with chicken bouillon, paprika, and maple syrup. While the sauce is coming to a boil, we'll score the chicken to make it easier to cook and season it with salt and Old Bay. Lay directly into the sauce and cook for 6 minutes on each side. Ideally, the chicken is gonna be done at the same time as the sauce. I'm gonna baste it a little bit because I just feel the urge to baste meat when it's in a saucy pan. Do you guys feel that? To serve it on top of a
Yes,
bed
I
of
do.
rice, we'll just put the chicken and sauce, pour it all over. Topping it with crispy shallot, and this is actually smelling very nice.
That actually looks pretty good.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass it like Stockton.
It tastes straight up like a restaurant quality Thai satay chicken and rice. I can't believe the sauce is just peanut butter, water, and some chicken bouillon. Very impressive. 9 out of 10.
Wow.
From County Durham, UK, Riley is introducing us to a campfire hash brown. Since when did grating spam become our weekly routine? So that's some cheese. Spam will also grate a potato. We'll wash off the starch, squeeze out the water. The choice of binder here is not an egg, not cornstarch, but hummus. I'm assuming that you were using it as a dip and you forgot eggs or starch, so you just threw that in there. Whenever there's potatoes, we gotta use duck fat, a lot of it.
Ooh.
Alright, a couple minutes on each side. We're gonna attempt to do the impossible here. No worries, we'll just flip it manually and sear it on the other side for 3 minutes or so. And
so
flipping it onto a
good.
plate is gonna be much easier. Look. Do you guys think it looks like a hash brown?
It does.
Or just the surface of a planet? It feels a lot softer, probably because of the Spam.
That's
I
gotta be
didn't
yummy.
expect the potato to be still crunchy. The variety of texture in here is making it very interesting. Overall, I feel like the process is pretty easy. Just the potato, half a can of Spam, and some cheese. I'll give it a 9 out of 10, provided you drown
He
it in
said
hot
9,
sauce.
but it
The
said
next
7.
dish is German/Scandinavian, called the white fish. Basically a bunch of stuff thrown together. I love that type of recipe. And I guess what is implying here, we have to use frozen Alaska pollock. Like, is
Ooh,
it
yummy.
raw or like do you boil it or something? But it seems like the recipe is asking to defrost and just straight up put it into the salad, which I'm definitely not gonna do. With my luck, I'm afraid that if I eat one piece of raw food, it's gonna be the contaminated piece. To about half a cup of heavy cream, we're gonna add a quarter cup of heavy cream and a can of tuna. That would be our raw white fish of the dish. Diced pickles, also half an apple, also diced up. You know what I just realized? Every German dish we've made on this channel had pickles in it. Finally, dill,
I do
seasoned
not
with
like
salt and pepper.
pickles.
I only did pepper here.
The
Mix
spoken
everything together, and
and
that's pretty
written
much it.
readings
This is the
have been
original
mismatched
picture.
for a while. Yeah,
I
they
say
have.
it's looking pretty damn close. You can't even tell there's no raw fish in it. I guess this is like a Scandinavian tartare or a ceviche. I really hope this is
Yeah.
not trying to imitate that fermented shark #1 smelling thing. So let's give it a taste. It's alright. It's an average tuna salad. I love the sweetness from the apple, so 5 out of 10. Jesper from Gothenburg, Sweden. I think the only other Swedish dish we've made so far on this channel is from that really small gamer. Do you guys remember that? Jesper invented this dish in culinary school back in the 80s. You're kind of old. Well, all his friends were suspicious until they tasted it, and apparently it's really cheap. So starting off with a hot pan, actually a cold pan, because we need to render out the fat from the pancetta. Pre-diced pancetta feels nice. When you start hearing crackling like this and the 80% of the fat is out, we'll put in our aromatics. Onion, garlic, saute a little bit, and a bunch of shredded cabbage. This is the main character here. We're gonna put more than you expect because it's gonna wilt a lot. To season,
Yeah,
we're
that's
using
how
molasses.
most plants
There's molasses and
cook
maple
'em.
syrup. I checked. And a bunch of hot sauce. Sweet and spicy, you know? Mix that all together, taking on some
Ooh.
color. Finally, we'll put in cooked pasta, preferably macaroni, but I don't have rigatoni right now. I guess this could be either a warm pasta salad or a Swedish stir-fry lo mein. But regardless, the cooking process is very low maintenance.
Ha. Silly.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is actually so fire. Sweet, savory, spicy, acidic. It's got every flavor going on there. Everything's well coated in that pancetta fat, and the cabbage just give it that crunchiness
really
that
late.
it
It's
needs.
2
The
a.m.
pasta is
here.
such a good call, great foundation for it. I'm gonna try it again with macaroni in the future. This is the most surprising so far. You guys have to try this. A 9 out of 10. This is Angelus from Spain. I guess the American equivalent of being named an angel in Spanish will be like precious or something. Spanish omelet. Isn't that a Spanish tortilla? A Spanish tortilla in the easiest way, with 3 eggs and a bag of crisps. I thought it was a struggle meal, but you kind of lost me there at 3 eggs, so I'm gonna let my anger out on the original Lays. I feel like the bag of chips I got is too big, so I went with 5 eggs.
This monotone nephew got money.
After mixing it together, we'll let it soak up for at least 10 minutes, and then just fry it up on the stove how you would a normal omelet.
Potato chip.
To be fair, I never really liked Spanish tortilla. I prefer just straight up omelet or a hash brown. But this one's significantly easier to do, and you don't need to season it at all because the Lay's chips are super salty. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10, but I'm really biased. As usual, being my consistent top 4 geographies in my analytics, we have to make an Indian dish. This is an Indian comfort food and it helps when you have the ingredients are basically rice, yogurt, oil, and a bunch of spices. Components wise, there's 2. We're gonna infuse the oil with curry leaves. I'm replacing with bay because as my subscriber, you are my bay. Cardamom, cumin, cashmere, and fenugreek. We're gonna put this on the stove and let it come up to almost smoking. The other component is basically just rice mixed into yogurt with a little bit of salt. When the oil is almost ready, we'll make a little hole in the center and pour it directly over. So you're telling me this is supposed to cure diarrhea. More like an imitation of it, but it smells incredible, so let's give it a taste.
That looks nasty.
It tastes like a very aromatic fried rice, and the acidity from the yogurt cuts through the fat. Overall, pretty balanced, surprisingly. I'm gonna give it an 8.4 out of 10.
Interesting.
The next one is
It
a
looks
really
gross.
short message. So Jamal is from Africa, and he eats fried chicken, and just boil it and bake it. You know, Jamal, you could have phrased this a lot better, like giving some measurement or like a background story of the dish or something. But you know, the best dishes are always the simplest, so let's give it a try. So we'll salt the water, boil the chicken, egg, flour batter, no measurements at all. We'll coat the boiled chicken into the batter, put it on a baking sheet, and bake at 400 for 20 minutes. Carrie from South Africa is introducing us to baked beans curry. It's exactly what it sounds like. Is it a South African dish? Because it sounds very British. First, of course, sauteing some onion, curry powder, garam masala, kashmiri, and turmeric. We'll heat that up to activate the aroma and add in some chopped fresh tomatoes. The key now is to stew it a little bit until it breaks it down and it becomes soft and mushy like this, and a whole can of baked beans. I think every can of baked beans, you only get 1 piece of bacon. That's my personal experience over the years at least. Let me know in the comments if you ever opened a can of baked beans and found 2 pieces of bacon. After stewing for 10 minutes, it became an actual comforting curry dish. I don't think anybody's surprised here. Every element in this is great, perfect struggle meal. 9 out of 10. Salma from Egypt calls it the grape sandwich with feta cheese. Yeah, that's it. But to take it up a level, however, I'm gonna replace the grapes with grape jelly. People have cheese and fruit together all the time, so let's give it a taste. I'm gonna assume that Egypt has better education than the US, because if this is what they're serving in their middle school, it's so much better than a PB&J. The savory sweet combination is delicious. I'm gonna start incorporating this into my life. Saba from Hungary's mom always make in the morning because it's easy and fast. At first I was very confused to where I can find a cup of salmonella, but I found out just cornmeal. We're gonna cook the cornmeal with my roommate's milk. This stuff cooks really fast. Also, I'm starting to feel like this is part of the whole ruling class force-feeding horse food conspiracy theory I talked about earlier. After it's thick and a little bit creamy, we'll put that on a plate and top it off with some nice garnishing spices.
I thought that I've been hurt before.
Whoopsies.
Cinnamon, cocoa powder, mix that up a little bit.
Ooh, that's probably really good.
I already love cornmeal, the cocoa powder and cinnamon
cornmeal
does
is
add
like
a lot of
cornbread.
flavor without the sweetness. But it has this weird smoky flavor for some reason, so
It's the
7
cinnamon
out of 10.
that makes it
The
smoky.
next one is a Russian drink called the fruit compote. I think it's the easiest one today. We just need to soak a bunch of dry fruit and eat it. I'm gonna go with a bunch of raisin and 1 date, which seems to be impossible for me to get in New York. We'll put on high heat, bring it to a boil, turn off the heat, and soak for an hour. Strain the juice from the fruits and serve it separately. You eat the fruit and drink the juice. The inventor of raisins is climbing out of his grave right now to beat my ass. I feel like we could have achieved the same purpose by having a glass of water while eating dry fruits. As soon as I took a sip of the juice, I realized what's missing: the Russian essence.
Vodka. Yes.
Here are some miscellaneous recipes with no statement of origin, like Nate is too lazy to make sticky rice, so to save time he just takes condensed milk and frozen fruit, and I have to eat it quickly without letting my roommate figure out what I'm doing. Why not? What else am I supposed to do with it? So warm rice, condensed milk, frozen fruit. Maybe a little more condensed milk. Starting to remind me of that ice cream I had earlier. It was such a positive experience, so I have high hopes for this one. I just wish I had mango instead of blueberries, but it actually tastes like sticky rice. But the key here is to put almost as much condensed milk as rice. 8 out of 10. Last but not least, we are ending the struggle meal recipe video with a healthy, cheap cheesecake recipe. It's pretty anabolic like our last video. Into a food processor, we're gonna put in half a pound of cottage cheese, 2 eggs, and 2 scoops of protein powder, the cocoa pebble ones from last week. They taste so fire. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. My pull is not that strong. Neither is my pull-ups. A teaspoon of flour and some cinnamon. We're gonna blend everything up. Almost glossy after blending. The batter have raw eggs, but it tastes great. Don't ask me how I found out. We're gonna bake it at 400 for 50 minutes. Seems a little long. You know what it feels like? It feels like top tier leather. The stuff that my sister overspent my parents' money on. But as usual, we're gonna attack it from the center, give it a taste, and rate it 1 through 10. Honestly, this tastes better than 80% of the anabolic recipe from the other video. It tastes like a slightly compromised chocolate cheesecake. I think blended cottage cheese just tastes better than non-fat cream cheese, and it has better macros too. So I'm actually gonna save this because this is definitely an 8.5 out of 10.
Damn.
Thank you to everyone who shared their recipe. The next submission.
Alright, now we'll find another silly video. Potentially. Hopefully. Oh, I love these. Have you guys seen all the Pokemon shorts? They're so cute.
Hey, over there! Now,
I've been analyzing why I lost.
Sprigatito.
It's almost here. Hey, over there! Now. Do you think you know? What?
Where are the other silly ones?
Absol need.
Did you know you can
Becky.
Tapping!
is Volk?
Here we go. Look at the little baby.
Two truths.
I love these videos of what it would be like to actually have these Pokemon. They're so cute.
Wake up!
Oh. Real life Pokemon. Look at his dumb little face. How? Big puppy.
Claude said.
Brigadito! Not a single thought behind those eyes. Like, hey, wake up. Whoa, what the hell? That was weird.
Only one catch up.
Are there any more of those?
Squishy.
Brian. Wow, 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 wow. He's like, bye.
Welcome.
Oh my god, there's new...
Wait a minute.
There are new Pokemon plushies in their shop. And I want... They're little hand plushies, they're like tiny.
Tink, you're up! It's first time in the spotlight! You can do it!
That's not what I wanted. I don't even know what that was.
Okay, we got this!
The second Pokemon already. That's a curious maneuver. Use glare again.
Not gonna get me twice! Tink! Block it with your hammer! Excellent! That's perfect!
In
Where
that
is
case,
it?
use Hyper Drill.
Tink, dodge it! Just in time! Tink! Use Brutal Swing!
This one!
Huh.
Look at them!
Bad strategy.
They're so tiny and cute! I want the centric. Look at him. They're so freaking cute. I love them. Alrighty, alrighty. I suppose we can end stream. I don't know what else to do. But it has been wonderful. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I don't know, where should we go? Oh, excuse me. A nice cozy art street. I'm glad I had fun with them. A minute, I know this artist. This artist did the gift for me that Ferris got me last year. Ah, that's cool. There's like a bajillion people live right now. What's this first one? The first one. They seem cool. Go to this one. I don't know them, but we're gonna go there. Kuva Kusavana. Cool. Doing some drawing. And their art looks pretty. We're gonna go say hi. Thank you guys for hanging out again. It means the world to me. I hope you all had fun. I will see you guys again tomorrow. We'll be playing Garden of Ban 3 tomorrow. So that'll be fun. Spooky. Yeah. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it happens to be for you. You always have fun with the Paia. I'm glad. Aw, you're so sweet to me. But yeah, make sure you all take care of yourselves, get some food, water, rest, whatever it is you need. And we are gonna head over to this new person. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.